Welcome back, friends. Today we're reviewing the Air Jordan 1 UNC Reimagined. If you're looking for the lace swap, by all means, click the bookmark to the lace swap at the end of the video. As you can see, I've got myself a full family size run for me and the kids. This is one of their favorite shoes, and it's wasn't very difficult to get. In the US, this is just still widely available everywhere. Meanwhile, in Canada, I'm a size 13, son's a size 12, so it's sold out mostly in the big sizes. Still able to find them here and there, but really surprised that a shoe this nice is really pretty easy to obtain for everyone. A little bit of history. The UNC is an original colorway. Well, kind of an original colorway. This is the bread here is actually the original colorway that came out in April of 1985. Here are all the other colorways and everything that came out in September when the shoe was, the additional colorways were released, which you can kind of go through all of these different ones here, but there it is, the powder blue, or what we now refer to as the UNC, September 1985, along with all the other colorways. The first retro of the shoe came out in 2015. They really haven't released retros of this much, so as you can see, the pricing here is still highly coveted and very expensive. After that came the off-white UNC colorway. As you can see here, the Virgil Abloh off-white collab version of it, released in 2019, if I remember right. And yeah, this is even more coveted. This goes for probably 2 or 3 times more than what the 2015 retros go for. But aside from that, that was it. There were no other retros of the shoe, which makes it super exciting for us to get the 2025 UNC Reimagined. These are retailing for $235 Canadian, and it's a same price as every other Jordan 1 release, which is a great price for a reimagined release, which is a lot like the Chicago Reimagined Lost and Found, as we'll see later. But let's get to the unboxing. Well, because I've got the whole family size, I've got a special guest. My son is here because I've got a pair of grade school for him as well. Right there. I'll move the size 12 out of the way. So welcome to our YouTube review.
Hello.
Hey. All right, let's open these guys up. And just pull these out of the box. Here, I'll go through a box review a little bit later here. I just want to get right to the shoe. Look at these guys here. This is the UNC Reimagined. And it's a lot like the Lost and Found. Again, we'll go through that in the comparison side of things. What do you think? How do you think these look?
They look pretty nice, actually.
Yeah. Are you excited to see your pair? Let me put this, get this wrapping out of the way. Put this box away, and I'll grab your size.
Okay.
All right. Pull these out. Get the receipt out of there. You don't need to know how much they cost. All right, that's yours. What do you think?
They look actually really nice, surprisingly.
Yeah, they do. So it reminds you a little bit of
For a Lost and Found,
yeah.
It looks really nice.
This is almost the Lost and Found 2.0, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at this. Check this out. This is the Jordan sticker that's in there. It's a Wings logo. Let me focus on this real quick.
Wow.
Yeah, that's different.
Cool.
Yeah, I've never seen that one before. All right. Get rid of the box. And put them here. There they are. Lost and Found 2.0, as we call them, right?
Yep.
All right, I'll move the lighting a little bit just to get a better look at these guys here. And, let's look at the grown-up size first. All right, so you see the midsole there in sale. Comes with 2 laces. The white, there's a UNC all around. Just a 2-tone color, white and UNC. That sale age looks really nice. On the outsole, you see that the old school aged, chalky, kind of dirty, used look that they had on the Lost and Founds as well. Pretty cool look. And let's see if we can take a look at the cracked leather. Let's see if I can zoom in on this one here. There you go. There's that cracked leather. Just to make that age look. Does it remind you of the Lost and Founds?
Oh yeah, 100%.
100%. Hey, it feels really cool. But we'll compare it to some of our used pairs of Lost and Founds that we actually own. There are the laces, the white laces, and the blue laces, and the cracked leather on the toe area as well. Pull these suckers out here, and yeah, we got our two color laces, the white and the blue. What do you think? What color of the laces do you like more?
I kind of like the blue, or I like it where it's white and blue, like striped and in a pattern. So it's it's balanced.
That bit of balance. Yeah, it's showing the tongue over there. It's a little bit the tongue is a little bit off-white color. Those are two different laces. The white really matches the white of the cracked leather, and the blue is basically the UNC blue, but nothing matches the tongue, nor is their sail. All right, that's the basics of the shoe. The other one here, I'll just pull this junk out of there. Pull this out there. All right, here's the grade school version. Let's take a closer look. What do you think of that cracked leather?
They look a bit more cracked
You think so?
than the adult size. I noticed.
It does.
Earlier.
It does.
Yeah. It reminds me of the Chicago Lost and Founds.
Yeah.
For yours, it's less cracked.
That's true, because I wear them less, but we'll get to that in the comparison. So, but otherwise, it's exact same, just a shrunken down version for your foot size. And yeah, you can see that cracking over on this side too, on the medial side. Yeah, the stitching looks great, nice and clean stitching around. Yeah, it's basically it's really nice because it's basically a miniature version. You got that ashy looking, dusty looking outsole there on the bottom as well, just like your Lost and Founds.
The bottoms look a bit different from each other, I noticed.
Yeah, a little bit, just the size. All right, well, let's go and do some comparison with our pair of Lost and Founds that we have here. But first, let's look at the box. I saved this until I can compare it with the Lost and Found box. So first is the UNC box. The official colorway is dark powder blue. So they don't call it UNC, it's the dark powder blue colorway, just like in the original release. The box is standard, like an aged orange box with a black lid, which is the complete opposite of the Lost and Found, which came with the aged black box and the orange lid. And there's a couple of old fake sales stickers there on the Lost and Found box that we don't get on the UNC Reimagined box, unfortunately. So you can take a look here. It's just a standard kind of slightly aged looking. Inside, nothing special, just brown paper. The Lost and Found was just so much more special. Like if you look at what it came with, there's a fake receipt in there, like an old school receipt. And the wrapping paper there just looks like old newspaper with Air Jordan advertising on it. So pretty cool look on the Lost and Founds, and just a much more simple version. But the mismatched lids is pretty funny because you can just swap them and you can actually match them back up again. The original story on the Lost and Found was that these are just mismatched boxes stuck in storage, and yeah, now look, they've been found.
I didn't even notice that part.
Yeah,
I didn't even notice they were different colors. I thought they were both the same color.
Yeah, it's just because both are mismatched, so it just gives that illusion. So yeah, that's how you tell the difference between the Lost and Found. Black box, orange lid, and the other one is
orange box and black lid.
That's right. All right, here's your old size 3 Lost and Found. These were like, wow, you had pretty small feet back then, but you're right. What you were talking about, look how much crack that leather is on yours. But you've worn these a lot over the years. Look at the collar. It's beyond cracking. You wore these every day for years when you were in school.
I don't remember me wearing it that much.
Yeah, but the cracking is just unbelievable on it. So let's just grab the pair over here. Grab the right size. You can take a look close up of the leather. So I think when you wear these UNCs, it's as you break them in, it's going to crack more because you can see the outline of the cracking over there. You can see that over there. And I think as you wear it, it just cracks more and more. It just really cracks like that. Which is funny because old pairs don't really paint really crack like that, but here you go. Let's take a look at the toe box here. You can see how much yours is cracked from wearing it, and yeah, I think you'll do a good job cracking these, right, buddy?
Yep. Now that I look at my Chicago Lost and Founds, I crease them a lot.
You did crease them a lot, but that's okay. Shoes are made to be worn. So now let's look at my pair. So mine, I've got a lot of shoes. I haven't worn them as much. It's cracked, but definitely not as much as yours were on the smaller kid sizing here. You can see that the sides, the white parts, have not cracked at all. So you were right, and you knew exactly that mine weren't as cracked as yours, because I've got a lot more pairs of shoes than you do, so I wear a lot more different ones, so it's hard for me to get them too cracked compared to you.
You can't even see that your shoes are cracked from a distance. You have to zoom in up close to see it.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, look at that. You can see the comparison. It's cracked a little bit, so I think once I start wearing these UNCs, they'll crack a little bit more. All right, just let me try to focus this a little bit better so we can see. The focus on this camera isn't the greatest. Yeah, you can see that I need to wear them to get them to crack. Interesting detail is the tongue. I thought the tongue was, kind of the same peachy color, but the Chicago's a little bit more red, and I think it's from the fact that it's bleeding from the leather, because these shoes are notorious. The Chicago's are notorious for bleeding, even if you look at the back here, you can see the color is kind of a peachy color, whereas the Chicago is just slightly more reddish, kind of pink color, and most likely from just what they want to like. Let's get them side by side here. It's just slight differences on the tongue color. Alrighty, this thing is just so out of focus. Let me see if I can put these all aside here. See if I can fix the focus here. There you go. All right. Now let's go and lace these guys up. So I just want to highlight how I lace Jordan 1s. I'm going to be loose lacing them. Once I get to the last of the bottom lace holes there, I go, instead of inside out, I go outside in. Run them through there on both sides. And this is just a really weird way, but I've always found this to be a cool way of lacing the shoes here. So let me just get this one in here. Once it's in here, I'll turn these guys around, and my little trick is I run the excess lace through the tongue tag, and so just sift the right side here, and then I punch it just through the hole to loose tie them, and then I'll punch the other one through the lace tag. So it just basically holds that excess lace. It's not just caught in your socks or anything weird like that. Once you have them in, it just turns the Jordan 1 high into just basically a slip-on, and there you have it, just a kind of loose lace. So let me know in the comments if you do something like that too, because I found this to be an interesting way of lacing Jordan 1s. All right, there we go. Side-by-side look at the Chicago Lost and Found and the UNC 1. Material, really, it's about the same. Everything feels exactly the same. The shape's the same. I think the only difference I can find here is the side padding, and I always found it to be a little more padding. You can actually see a little more padding on the Chicago versus the UNC. Whoops. So yeah, it's... on feet, it feels really close. I've put them on feet already, but you see there's just a little bit more padding on the Chicago versus here. There's still more padding than your typical Jordan 1s, Jordan 1 OG retros, but it's definitely a little bit less than the Chicago. All right, next let's take a look at the insole. Just a quick peek here. Just grab this guy up. See if I can see that with the lighting. Oh, not really. Let me pull these guys right out here so it's easier to see my light. Oh, there you go. Nike Air, just your standard Nike Air logo on the insole in UNC blue. Pull them out here. And yeah, nothing really special about these guys. So just your standard insole here with the Nike Air logo, and underneath is that kind of cardboardy material. Let me get that light in there. There you go. So a little bit different than your on the bottom there, but yeah, it's a soft kind of plushy material in there. There it is. A little bit more cushioning, slightly more cushioning than your other typical Jordan ones. Put these guys back. Just fumbling with these guys here today. All right, let's get these guys back together. Oh, you know what? I'm just gonna throw the UNC back together. There you go. There's the shot of the UNC. I really like these white laces here, but we'll get to the lace swaps a little later. All right, let's compare the outsole. Yeah, like you see my pair. Like I said, I haven't worn mine too much. You can still see a bit of chalkiness, dustiness, but yeah, it actually stayed. Even though how many times I've kind of cleaned up these lost and founds, it's still got that dusty look to it. Let's compare yours.
Okay.
Look at yours. Yours is still really dusty.
Sizes are way different.
Yeah, you've grown a lot in the last couple of years since these released. So yeah, there's the outsole over there. And okay, there they are. Let's get these on feet and see how they look. All right, let's take a look at some close-up, high-resolution photos of the UNC Reimagined. Cool-looking shoe. Like I said, the white laces are okay, better than the blue laces. We'll get to the lace swaps in a bit. I keep saying that. Let's take a look close-up at the crack leather there. There you go. That's a really good look at the crack leather. Let's look at the toe box. There you go. It's already cracking a little bit.
They're very close up.
Yeah. All right, here's the first lace swap. I really like the black laces. Black laces look great on here.
The black laces really stand out.
They do, yeah. I think these just some extra pair of off-white laces that I had sitting around. Next up are the off-white orange laces. What do you think of this color combination there?
No, they actually look really nice, surprisingly.
You like the black better or the orange better?
I think I still like the black better.
Yeah, me too. And finally, we have some suggestions from the Canada Sneakers Discord crew. Just wanted me to try the green and the pink laces. I really like that pink. That pink looks great.
Yeah, I can definitely relate to that.
Yeah.
The pink looks really good. Same as the green. Just like a mix-up of colors. It's really creative.
Yeah. That pink just really fits with the shoe. I do think your father here is a little too old, so I'm just going to go stick with the black laces. There you go. Those are the black off-white laces. And I think that's how I'm going to end up lacing these. So with that said, thank you very much for watching our review. Really hope you guys enjoyed this, including the lace swap. And thanks to my special guest here for reviewing the shoes. Are you excited to wear yours?
Yep.
All right.
100%.
All right, until next time. Thank you, everyone.